Today I will show you on how to install TrueNAS in Proxmox VE, and also how to configure PCIe Passthrough for TrueNAS use. Before we start, we need to ensure we meet the prerequisites. First, the system's CPU must support IOMMU interrupt mapping. This is commonly known as Intel VTD or AMD VI. This pass-through can only be achieved if the controller are not in use or managed by Proxmox itself. This means you cannot pass through a controller where the boot pool is connected to boot up Proxmox. Now let's get started. First, we need to log into Proxmox console, then we need to check whether the system's CPU supports the pass-through. Type the following command, or you can also visit my blog to copy these command, link in the description below. As you can see, my current CPU does support IOMMU. Take note on the Intel virtualization technology for directed I/O, as shown on the screen. Next, we need to modify the Proxmox kernel file. Edit the CMD line file as shown. Inside the file, in the first row, append the following command at the end of the line, as shown here. Once done, just save and exit the file. Next is to enable the IOMMU modules in Proxmox. Edit the modules configuration file. Please follow the on-screen command to modify the modules file. This command is also available in my blog site, link in the description below. Once done, just save and exit the file. Next, we need to update the default grub file too. Edit the grub file as shown. Inside the grub file, locate the following line as shown on the screen. Then append this line at the end of the row, as shown on the screen. Once done, just save and exit the file. Now, we need to restart the Proxmox boot. Type in the following command: proxmox-boot-tool refresh. This process may take a while. I will now fast forward the video. Once done, we also need to restart the init file. Type in the following command as shown on the screen. This process may take a while. I will now fast forward the video. Once completed, now it's time to restart the grub 2. Type in the following command: update-grub. This process may take a while. I will now fast forward the video. Once completed, and finally, we need to restart the Proxmox server for the changes to take effect. After reboot, log in back to Proxmox console. Then check all the configurations again. This is to verify that all configurations was done correctly. If your results are not the same as mine, then please revisit all the steps again and check for typography error. For the next check, type in the following command as shown on the screen. The results should display all the parameters as shown on the screen. Your results should be the same as mine. For the final check, type in the following command as shown on the screen. Your results should be the same as mine, as shown on the screen. Now, let's log into Proxmox Web UI. First, let's create a new virtual machine. For this new VM, I will be installing TrueNAS Scale. Just follow the normal procedure of creating a VM for now, and later I will show you how to configure the PCIe pass-through for this virtual machine. Just ensure that the VM configuration have the minimum requirement for TrueNAS. I will now fast forward the video on creating a new VM. Once the VM has successfully created, we can now configure the PCIe pass-through. Select the newly created VM and go to Hardware option. Then, click on the Add button and then select the PCI device option. Next, select the Raw device option. Under the device drop-down box, search for the controller that you want to pass through to the VM. In my case, I will be passing through a SAS10680 controller for TrueNAS use. Your controller name may differ from mine. Note that, you can also pass through any controller you want. This can be an USB controller, SATA controller, a serial port controller and much more. For this tutorial, all I need is to pass through a SAS controller so that it can be used by TrueNAS. Once done, just click on the Add button. This process will take a while, please be patient. Once done, you should now see the new PCI controller listed in Hardware list. Finally, you can now start the VM and continue to install TrueNAS Scale as normal. Please follow my other video on how to install TrueNAS, link in the description below. I will now fast forward the video. Once the TrueNAS installation has completed, proceed to log in the TrueNAS Web UI. Now, we can check whether the pass-through has been a success. Go to Storage option on the left pane, then, click on the Disks button. If the pass-through has been a success, TrueNAS should be able to detect all the connected hard drives and display it in this list. Thank you for watching. And if you like my video, please hit a like button and subscribe to my channel. It will be a great motivation for me.